Hello and thank you for checking out the LOD program. After you've imported the package from the store, you'll be able to open it by going to the window, clicking here, or if you have the MeshMaker package you can also open it from here or the scene menu. And when the program opens you'll get this new tiny window, and normally it's just simply a case of clicking on the model that you want to create the LOD for and then clicking on Generate LOD, and it will begin to create those LOD levels for us. And by default it creates 3 LOD levels, and if I open up the hierarchy here and we just come down, you can see the new LOD levels here. This mesh is actually made up of a static mesh, which is the meat cleaver in his hand, and then he's got head, eyes and body, and they have all been combined together into each LOD level. And the LOD levels will be animated to fit with the animation of the original rig. And so if we click on skinned here, you can see the amount of decimation that has been done to the mesh. As we go through, you'll see the changes and so forth. This has come down from 25,000 polygons and is now 10,000 polygons. And it does a pretty good job. The only problem is that the static mesh will not be animated along with the rest of the model. So that's something to note. Once you've created your LOD levels, if we click here you can see the LOD group, and we can drag through each of those to see how it progresses to the cold stage. And if we decide that we want to make some changes to the LOD levels, we can click on Reset LODs. That will remove this LOD group and it will reveal each level. We can, in the inspector, we can click on Add Level to quickly add levels, and if you want to remove a level you simply click on the minus button here and that'll remove a LOD level. For each of the levels you can open up the settings and you can change the quality settings to change whether they cast shadows, receive shadows and so on to optimize the scene further. And you can also change the amount of decimation for each level just by dragging these sliders, just like that. And when you're happy with that you click on the Generate LODs within the inspector here and it'll go forward and create those LODs for you. And currently I'm creating 4 LOD levels, and if I drag the inspector out a bit here you can see the 4 different LOD levels. Of course you can drag those within the inspector, and of course you can insert a LOD level or delete one through this. And to show you how it works with let's say a car model, I'll just open up the car scene now. And here we have a car. I think it's got about 15,000 polygons. The car itself has 13,500 polygons. And we could just select the top of the hierarchy, and all of these meshes within the hierarchy will be added to the final LOD level. You can see that it's got the car, and then you've got all the wheels for each of those. And we can generate a LOD for those, but I'll just go ahead and do that now. This will create the default 3 levels of detail. And we can see them here. And as you can see that each LOD level isn't too bad. If I go up and we just shift these up closer a bit, you can see it's got a few faults. The window here has a few holes. The pinstriping is a little bit off, and as we move away you can see how it looks as it goes through each of those LOD levels. But overall it's not too bad, especially considering it'll only be seen at a very great distance. So generally it looks okay from each of those distances. And just one more, I'll just open up the houses These houses are from the Viking scene in Unity. And this is a very intense building. I think it's got 60,000 polygons, so heavily, very heavy on the polygons. If we select the top of the hierarchy, we click on Generate LOD. This might take a little while because it's working with so many polygons. And what I'm going to show you now is that although it does a good job of creating each of the LOD levels, that there are going to be some holes in the final mesh, but the texturing is updated to closely match the original. We should be able to get this down to about 10,000 polygons, which is a huge saving. I'll adjust the sliders a bit just to make sure that occurs. The program works well with high polygon meshes, but it doesn't work so well with low poly meshes because they're already close to their optimal number of polygons, and the program, the way it works, can't optimize those any further. So if it's got, let's say, up to 1,000 polygons or maybe a few thousand, it has a hard time creating each LOD level because it would just lose so much detail that wouldn't look anything like the original. I'm just going to move these LOD levels up very close so we can see the transition through each LOD level. And again, it's combined the building itself plus its pillars. The pillars are a separate mesh, probably because of the high polygon count. Each LOD level, we can see that a hole has appeared here, and as we progress through each of the LOD levels, that another one's appeared here. It's not too bad. Again, only seen from a very long distance. The textures themselves look fine as we go through. You wouldn't see that from it. So that's the last LOD level. Then we go LOD level, I think 2, and then 1, and then back to 0. So it's not too bad. It does have a couple of little faults like these holes, but overall it does a very good job. Thank you for watching, and I hope you get much use out of the program, and I will see you soon. Thank you. Bye.